Hi, happy Wednesday. I am here today just to do a quick training with you per request. So, I did a quick poll on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, and I asked what content you're most interested in learning about. And some of the questions that came up were really fascinating and interesting. So, there are four themes that I identified. The first is, what is alignment and authenticity, and how is this connected to faith? This is something I'm really passionate about. So, we're going to talk about that today. And then I'm also going to create some other trainings around this. The other three were, how do prayer, meditation, and intention setting go together? How do you build your intuition muscle, which is a really awesome one and fun thing to talk about? And then lastly, what are some simple nature care herbal medicine recipes for general health and well-being, stress and burnout, sleep, lots of different things popped up. So I'm working on some master classes and mini trainings that I'm going to be offering, so keep an eye out for that. Not sure when they're going to pop up, but very soon. I'm very motivated to do this. I love doing this stuff, so it will come out pretty soon. But today, before I leave you, I want to offer just a really quick training on alignment and faith, because this was what rose to the top in all of the questions and comments I got. And this is also something that I love to talk about and I think go hand in hand and really is the foundation for my entire nurse coaching practice. So I first want to start with faith, because I truly believe that the foundation for victorious living is a faith-filled life. To live victoriously, you must center your life on faith. It can no longer take the backseat. It must become a priority. So I am talking directly to you there who's listening, saying, boy, I should really start making this a priority, but I just don't have the time, or I don't know where I would fit this into my life. Everything hinges on your faith. Everything. Your mindset, how you address challenge, how you address success, all depends on your faith and your faith practice. And faith is defined as a complete confidence or trust in something, and it is much stronger than belief. Belief is kind of like an opinion, whereas faith is a deep trust. And here's something that I get into conversations quite frequently about. Every one of us has faith in something, whether that faith is in God, science, a combination, or none of the above. You are guided by faith more than you know. Everything you do and everything you say stems from your faith in something. So I'm here to just make sure that whatever you are putting your faith into is absolutely worthy of your devotion. And a lot of people will say, well, faith sounds like religion or going to church or something like that. And although that can be true, faith is actually deeply rooted and connected to spirituality. And spirituality is really the essence of who we are as human beings. It's a deeper connection to something greater than ourselves. And we often express our faith in spirituality through religion, but that doesn't have to be so. Spirituality and religion are simply how we express our faith. There are lots of different ways that we express our faith. So you probably sitting here thinking, all right, Tara, I agree with you. I hear what you're saying, but I'm so overwhelmed right now with my daily life, all of these tasks and everything that I've got going on. I can't imagine adding one more thing to my to-do list. This is an opportunity for you to reprioritize. And it took me the hard way to figure out that life is not about time management. It's about priority management. Let me rephrase that. Life is about priority management. And if living victoriously is important to you, then putting time and effort into your faith must become a priority. You have to devote time and energy to nurturing your faith, just like you devote time and energy to all of your other activities. It's really foundational. You have to position your faith as the most important thing in your life. And you can keep this really simple. Don't complicate it. Just keep it simple and do it. That's the most important thing. So I'm really encouraging you today to do that. And we all know that faith requires action. Faith requires us to do something. And one of the most important things you can do for yourself is to choose in alignment with your faith. Live in alignment with your faith and ultimately your God-given gifts and talents. So when we talk about spirituality and it being the essence of who we are, having a sense of purpose, transcending ourself and ego, and acknowledging that there is something bigger than us, something bigger than just ourselves, really requires this opportunity to align. And alignment is simply defined as having the correct or appropriate relative position to something. So I would ask you, really, what are you aligning with? Are you aligning with your God-given skills, talents, and gifts and values? Or are you aligning with what you should be doing to make a living or just in a day-to-day? Because knowing what you're ultimately meant to do starts with knowing who you are. And knowing who you are comes from faith and aligning with that every single day. You have to understand who you were designed to be, how you use your skills, your gifts, and your talents in a way that not only brings you joy and satisfaction, but also serves others. And when you choose to authentically live in alignment with this true self, real transformation takes place. I mean, big things happen in your life. You don't feel as overwhelmed to perform. Things come a lot easier. You tend to be in that flow state where opportunities and answers just kind of come because you're in alignment with where you are supposed to be. And this is where you have this deep connection between faith and alignment and ultimately living out your purpose and your passion. When you have a God-given purpose, it's a beautiful thing. In fact, it's a necessary thing. Having a purpose is scientifically linked to longevity, well-being, improved health, and increased satisfaction and joy in life. Those people who are thriving do so by living from a place of faith and alignment. And in my coaching practice, I guide you through this process of restoring your faith and ultimately your identity, who you are, what you're meant to be doing in this world, and helping you align that with what you do every single day to help you find clarity, purpose, career satisfaction, enhanced well-being, and joy. So don't wait. Don't let that fear keep you from the life you deserve. Choose to make a change today. I promise you will not be disappointed.